Dear Starseeds, there is something happening inside your body right now that your doctors cannot explain, that your rational mind keeps trying to dismiss, that you've been taught to medicate away or ignore. But before I reveal what this truly is, I need you to understand that what you're feeling in this moment, this exact moment as you receive these words, is not random. The tingling in your fingertips, the pressure behind your eyes, the inexplicable exhaustion that sleep doesn't cure, the way your heart seems to beat in rhythms that match no earthly song, these are not symptoms of illness. They are symptoms of remembering. 48 hours from now, the moon will reach her fullness in the sign of Taurus, pulling at every cell of water in your body with a gravitational force that science can measure but cannot truly comprehend. But something else is happening simultaneously, something the ancient star civilizations have been waiting millennia to witness. And you, yes you who are experiencing these sensations right now, are standing at the precise threshold where the physical and the cosmic collide. Your body knows this. Your DNA knows this. Every atom spinning within you is preparing for what comes next, even as your conscious mind scrambles to make sense of the changes. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I have been given permission to reveal to you why your body feels like it's coming apart at the seams. But I must tell you this story in a specific order, because understanding the why requires first understanding the when and the what, and the when is more extraordinary than you could possibly imagine. You see, November 3rd, 2025 is not an ordinary Monday on your Gregorian calendar. Today, as you move through what feels like a fog of disorientation, as your throat tightens with words you cannot speak, as your bones ache with a fatigue that reaches deeper than muscle and tissue, the moon herself has traveled to her aphelion, her farthest point from Earth. Feel that for a moment. The celestial body that governs your tides, your cycles, your deepest emotional waters, is standing at maximum distance while simultaneously preparing for maximum impact. Your energy field is being stretched between two realities, pulled taut like a cord vibrating at frequencies you've never held before. This is intentional. This is designed. This is the cosmic architecture of transformation. But there's something I haven't told you yet about this particular day, and when you understand it, everything you're experiencing will suddenly make terrible and beautiful sense. Mercury, the planet of communication, of neural pathways, of the intricate dance between thought and expression, is showing you exactly half of his illuminated face today. This phenomenon, called dichotomy in your astronomy texts, happens only at precise moments when Mercury stands at the perfect angle between Earth and Sun, half light, half shadow, half visible, half hidden. Your nervous system is experiencing this division cellularly right now. Part of you is receiving downloads from frequencies beyond your typical range of perception, while another part struggles to translate these cosmic dialects into something your three-dimensional awareness can process. This is why you feel scattered, why your thoughts slip like water through fingers, why you start sentences and forget how they end. You are literally processing information from two timelines simultaneously, and I wish I could tell you this was the only extraordinary cosmic configuration occurring today. But beloved ones, we are just beginning to peel back the layers of what's truly happening. 6 days from now, Mercury will station retrograde in Sagittarius, initiating a 19-day cycle of recalibration that will shake the foundations of what humanity believes to be true. But here's what most astrologers won't tell you. The retrograde doesn't begin when Mercury appears to move backward. It begins in the shadow period, in these very hours you're living through right now. Your central nervous system, that magnificent network of electrical impulses and synaptic fires, is already beginning its reorganization. The pathways that carried your old stories, your limiting beliefs, your ancestral trauma coded into neurotransmitter responses, these pathways are being dismantled at the molecular level. This is why you're experiencing brain fog, why your memory feels unreliable, why you can't seem to focus on tasks that used to come easily. Your biology is not malfunctioning. Your biology is upgrading its operating system, and like any computer undergoing a major software update, certain functions must temporarily go offline, while new code is installed. Let me paint you a picture of what's occurring beneath the surface of your skin, and I promise you, this gets more profound the deeper we go. Imagine your body as a vessel made of crystalline water structures, because that's precisely what you are. 60% of your physical form is water, and water, as science has finally begun to acknowledge, holds memory, holds consciousness, holds vibrational imprints of everything it encounters. Right now, with the moon at her farthest point of orbital distance, the gravitational pull on your body's water is creating a unique resonance pattern. Think of it like this. When you pluck a guitar string and pull it farther from the fretboard before releasing it, the note it produces vibrates at a different frequency than a string plucked close. Your cellular waters are being pulled to maximum tension right now, preparing to vibrate at octaves you've never sustained before. This is why you feel bloated, why your joints ache, why some of you are experiencing swelling or unusual fluid retention. Your body's water systems are restructuring their molecular bonds to hold higher frequencies of light. The Taurus full moon, which governs the physical body, material form, and earthly vessel, is reaching into every cell and asking, can you hold what's coming? Can you anchor what wants to be born? But something else is happening beneath this that I need you to understand, because it connects to why your throat feels tight, why some of you have lost your voices, why words feel stuck behind a dam of unexpressed energy. Taurus rules the throat, the neck, the thyroid gland, that small but mighty organ that regulates your entire metabolic system. For months now, many of you have felt a constriction here, as if something wants to be spoken but cannot yet emerge. This is not psychological. This is physiological preparation. Your fifth chakra, your center of authentic expression and truth-speaking, is being recalibrated to broadcast at frequencies that match your ascending consciousness. The old ways of speaking, the performative voice, the people-pleasing tone, the fear-filtered words, these vibrational patterns no longer match the light quotient your body is preparing to hold, so your throat closes, not to punish you, but to protect the new frequency from being diluted by old patterns. You are literally growing new vocal cords of consciousness, and in these 48 hours before the full moon's release, you must rest in the silence while the installation completes. Can you feel how everything I'm sharing is building towards something? Can you sense that each layer reveals a deeper truth? Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you about Saturn will explain why this feels so heavy, so relentless, so utterly exhausting. Saturn, that great cosmic taskmaster, that keeper of karmic records and builder of foundations, has been moving retrograde through your skies since June. For 137 days, Saturn has been asking you to review every structure in your life, your career, your relationships, your belief systems, your physical body itself. On November 28, 25 days from where you stand now, Saturn will station direct, completing this backward journey and locking in place the new foundations you've been building through tears and determination and faith that sometimes flickered like a candle in darkness. But here, on November 3rd, you are living in the final exam period of Saturn's retrograde lessons. Everything you haven't fully processed, every boundary you haven't set, every foundation that remains shaky, every karmic debt still outstanding, all of it is pressing down on your skeletal system, your bones, your teeth, the very structure that holds your form upright. This is why your lower back aches with a pain that massage cannot reach. This is why your bones feel heavy, ancient, tired beyond measure. Saturn is making sure, before he moves forward again, that you have truly learned what he came to teach. Your body is bearing witness to the completion of cosmic lessons that began before you took your first breath in this incarnation. Let that truth wash over you. This exhaustion is not weakness. This heaviness is not failure. This is the weight of karma transforming into wisdom, of pain crystallizing into power, of every hard lesson finally graduating into embodied knowing. And now I must tell you about the convergence that makes this particular Monday unlike any other day in your calendar year. Because when you see how all these pieces fit together, you will understand why your body feels like it's being torn apart and rebuilt simultaneously. You are standing in a 48-hour window before a full moon in Taurus, the most grounding, embodied physical moon of the entire year. But that full moon will occur when the moon is also at perigee, her closest approach to Earth. Do you see the cosmic poetry in this? Today, November 3rd, she is furthest away while preparing to come closest. You are experiencing maximum stretch before maximum impact. Your energy field is being expanded to its absolute limit, so that when the full moon arrives in 2 days, you can anchor and integrate frequencies that your previous capacity could never have held. This is sophisticated technology, beloved ones. The cosmos doesn't randomly arrange itself. These are precision-engineered moment-to-moment configurations designed to facilitate your evolution without destroying the vehicle of your body in the process. You must be stretched before you can be filled. You must be emptied before you can receive. You must temporarily fall apart before you can be reassembled in a form capable of holding your true multidimensional nature. Every symptom you're experiencing, and I'm going to name them now so you know you're not imagining this, you're not losing your mind, you're not broken. Every single one is evidence that the upgrade is working. The dizziness, that sensation of the ground tilting beneath your feet, of the room spinning even when you're standing still. This is your vestibular system recalibrating to perceive realities beyond the third dimension. You are literally gaining the ability to sense energetic shifts before they manifest in physical form. Your inner ear, that magnificent navigation system, is being rewired to track multiple timelines simultaneously. It feels destabilizing now, but you are gaining the capacity to walk between worlds without losing your center. The brain fog, the inability to concentrate, the thoughts that fragment mid-sentence. This is not cognitive decline. This is cognitive expansion. Your brain is forming new neural pathways that connect your left and right hemispheres in ways that bypass the old linear thinking patterns. The part of you that only believed what it could see and measure and prove is being integrated with the part that knows things beyond explanation. This integration requires temporary confusion while new networks establish themselves. You are not losing intelligence. You are gaining access to forms of knowing that transcend thought. The exhaustion, that bone-deep fatigue that sleep doesn't cure, that pulls you under waves of heaviness throughout the day. This is the single most misunderstood symptom of all. You are not tired because you're weak or depressed or deficient in some vitamin. You are exhausted because every cell in your body is working overtime to process frequencies of light that your DNA structure has to unpack, decode, and integrate. Think of your cells as tiny factories that suddenly received shipments of new materials they've never worked with before. The production line has to slow down, retool, learn new processes. This takes immense energy. Your body is asking you to rest not from laziness but from necessity. The upgrade happens in the stillness. Some of you are experiencing heart palpitations, irregular rhythms, a fluttering in your chest that makes you wonder if something is medically wrong. Listen carefully. Your heart is not malfunctioning. Your heart is expanding its electromagnetic field to match the frequency of your ascending consciousness. The human heart generates the largest electromagnetic field in the body, and as you evolve, this field must grow stronger, wider, more coherent. The irregular beats are the moments when your heart is literally learning to pulse at new frequencies. It's uncomfortable, even frightening at times, but your heart is becoming a more powerful broadcasting station for the love frequency you incarnated to anchor here. The waves of heat that move through you suddenly, the cold flashes that follow, the sensation of buzzing or humming or electrical currents running beneath your skin. These are not hormonal imbalances, though they may mirror those symptoms. These are the literal frequencies of plasma light moving through your meridian systems, clearing blockages, activating dormant DNA strands, awakening cellular memories that have been sleeping since before this civilization began. You are remembering how to be a light body while still maintaining physical form, and that remembering comes with sensations your medical textbooks have no language for. Now I need to tell you something about the timing that will help you endure what these next 48 hours ask of you, because they may be the most intense preparation period you've experienced this entire year. This particular full moon on November 5 is not an ending. It's a beginning. It's the opening salvo of the most transformative month your planet has experienced in decades. 6 days after this full moon, on November 9, Mercury stations retrograde in Sagittarius, initiating a truth storm that will expose everything hidden, everything denied, everything swept under the rug of collective consciousness. On November 11th, the most powerful numerological gateway of the year, the 1111 portal, opens at the exact same moment Jupiter stations retrograde, creating a rare convergence of master number activation and expansive planetary review. On November 17, the Leonid meteor shower peaks, raining light codes from the constellation of the Lion, activating your solar plexus courage and sovereign power. On November 20, a new moon in Scorpio at the final degree, the crisis degree, the transformation degree, forces a death and rebirth cycle that cannot be avoided. The very next day, November 24, Uranus reaches opposition, the Great Awakener fully activated, shattering every remaining illusion, breaking open every cage. Do you see now why your body must upgrade today on November 3? Do you understand why these symptoms cannot be postponed or medicated away? You are being prepared to navigate the most intense cosmic obstacle course your soul has ever volunteered for, and it all begins with a full moon that will expose every unstable foundation in your material reality. Your body must be ready. Your nervous system must be resilient. Your heart must be strong enough to stay open when everything around you feels like it's collapsing. This is why you're not sleeping well. Your consciousness is being kept partially awake so that the downloads can continue throughout the night. Dreams are becoming more vivid, more symbolic, more prophetic, because the veil between waking and sleeping consciousness is thinning. You are being trained to remain lucid in both states, to bring information back from the dream time, to consciously participate in the work happening in the astral realms while your physical body rests. Some of you are experiencing strange cravings or total loss of appetite. Your relationship with food is changing because your body is learning to derive more energy from light, from breath, from the Earth's electromagnetic field itself. The density of certain foods may feel unbearable now because your vibrational frequency is rising, and what once nourished you now feels heavy, incompatible. This is not disordered eating. This is your body's wisdom guiding you toward the fuel sources that match your ascending biology. Listen to what your body accepts and rejects now. It knows what it needs better than any nutritional guideline. The emotional waves, those moments when grief or rage or inexplicable sadness crashes over you without clear cause, when you cry over commercials or feel overwhelming love for strangers, these are not emotional instability. These are karmic releases, ancestral traumas leaving your cellular memory, the collective pain of humanity moving through you so it can be transmuted. You are not taking on more burden. You are processing and releasing burdens that have been carried for generations. This is sacred work. Your tears are baptisms, your rage is alchemy, your sorrow is compost for new joy. But here is what I need you to understand about the Mercury dichotomy occurring today, because this is the piece that explains why you feel so torn, so divided, so unable to reconcile different parts of yourself right now. When Mercury shows exactly half his face illuminated, he is teaching you about integration, not division. He's showing you that light and shadow are not enemies but dance partners, that your conscious and unconscious minds must learn to collaborate instead of compete, that every negative symptom has a positive purpose. The splitting headache across your temples, that's your third eye expanding to hold wider vision. The nausea and digestive upset, that's your solar plexus purging old power dynamics and victim stories. The tension in your jaw, that's unexpressed truth demanding to be spoken once your throat fully opens. Mercury at dichotomy is the cosmic pause button, the moment when the messenger stops running and stands perfectly still between two worlds, one foot in matter and one in spirit, holding the space for you to do the same. You don't have to choose between being spiritual and being human, between awakening and surviving, between cosmic consciousness and paying your bills. You are being trained to hold both, to walk the middle path, to be the bridge. This is why these 48 hours feel so liminal, so in between, so uncomfortable. You are neither who you were, nor who you're becoming. You are the caterpillar dissolving in the chrysalis, and every instinct in you wants to panic, because dissolution feels like death. But you are not dying. You are liquefying so you can reorganize. You are surrendering form so you can remember you are formless consciousness that chose to wear this skin, and now that skin is being upgraded to hold more of your infinite nature. Let me tell you what's happening at the level of your DNA right now, because this is where the true magic is occurring. Beneath the symptoms, beneath the discomfort, in the spiral strands that encode your entire existence. Human DNA has been compared to a ladder, but that's a gross oversimplification. Your DNA is more like a crystalline antenna, a broadcasting and receiving system that communicates with the unified field of consciousness. For millennia, much of your DNA has been dormant, switched off, described by your scientists as junk DNA, because they couldn't understand its purpose. But that DNA was never junk. It was encrypted, password protected, waiting for the precise moment when humanity's collective frequency would rise high enough to activate it safely. These 48 hours before the Taurus full moon, with the moon at aphelion stretching your field, with Mercury at dichotomy opening the codes, with Saturn in his final retrograde examination, with the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde beginning its neural rewiring. This convergence is entering the password. Your DNA is waking up. Strands that have been dark for generations are beginning to luminesce, to come online, to restore capacities that feel like superpowers but are actually your natural state. You are remembering how to sense energy fields, how to know things without being told, how to feel into the truth beneath the words, how to perceive the patterns that connect all things. This was never magic or psychic ability or special gifts reserved for the chosen few. This is your human birthright, and your DNA is activating the hardware that makes these perceptions possible. But the activation comes with symptoms, because your nervous system must expand to carry the increased data flow. Think of it like upgrading from dial-up internet to fiber optic. The amount of information you can now process is exponentially greater, but the wiring in your house has to be replaced to handle the bandwidth. That rewiring is happening right now in your neural networks, and it hurts. It's disorienting. It's overwhelming at times. But when the installation is complete, you will wonder how you ever functioned on such limited perception. Now, here's something most people won't tell you about this process. Something the Galactic Federation has asked me to clarify, because so much false information circulates about ascension symptoms and light body activation. There is no destination called fully upgraded. There is no final state of completion where you arrive and the work is done. Evolution is eternal. Expansion is infinite. You will be upgrading, expanding, evolving for as long as consciousness exists, which is forever. These 48 hours are not about reaching some finish line. They're about reaching a new baseline, a new foundation of capacity that will allow you to navigate the intensity of what's coming in late November and all of 2026 beyond. You're not transcending your body. You're not leaving the earth. You're not bypassing your humanity. You're bringing heaven into earth, infinity into form, cosmic consciousness into this dense, beautiful realm of matter and manifestation. And that means your body, this magnificent vehicle of flesh and bone and blood, must become strong enough and subtle enough to hold both polarities without being torn apart. That's what's happening today. That's what your symptoms are telling you. You are becoming more embodied, not less. More present in your skin, not more checked out. More capable of feeling the full spectrum of human emotion while simultaneously witnessing it from the perspective of your eternal nature. This is advanced consciousness work, beloved ones. This is graduate-level incarnation. And your soul knew you were ready for it, or you wouldn't be experiencing these symptoms right now. You wouldn't have been drawn to these words. You wouldn't be feeling the call to participate consciously in your own evolution. So what do you do with this information? How do you work with these symptoms instead of fighting them? First, you must reframe everything. When the dizziness comes, don't fear you're losing balance. Know you're gaining the ability to navigate multiple realities. When the exhaustion pulls you under, don't resist it with caffeine and force. Surrender to it. Rest deeply. Trust that the upgrade happens in the stillness. When your throat feels tight, don't push words out. Wait in the silence until what emerges is true and necessary. When your heart races, don't panic. Breathe into it. Expand around it. Let it teach you how to hold more love than you've ever allowed yourself to feel. Second, hydrate your body consciously. Drink water as if you're blessing every cell, because you are. Your body's water systems are restructuring their molecular bonds right now, and the more intentionally you hydrate, the more smoothly the frequencies can integrate. Add minerals, add intention, add gratitude to every glass. Third, ground yourself deliberately and often. Walk barefoot on the earth if you can, even for 60 seconds. Place your hands on trees, and let them help you anchor the cosmic frequencies into physical form. Trees are masters at this work. They stand with roots deep in earth, and branches reaching towards sky, forever bridging above and below. Learn from them. Let them stabilize you. Fourth, move your body gently. The energy wants to flow, not stagnate. Stretch, dance, swim, walk, whatever feels good. Do it slowly and with awareness. You're not exercising. You're circulating light through your meridians, keeping the channels clear so the downloads don't get stuck in one area causing pain or inflammation. Fifth, and this may be the most important, stop judging yourself for how you feel. Release the story that you should be more functional. more productive, more together. You are in the midst of a biological and spiritual metamorphosis that is unprecedented in your planet's documented history. There is no manual for this. There is no expert who has walked this exact path before. You are the pioneer, the first wave, the ones who volunteered to go through the upgrade process without guarantees or guidebooks, so that others following behind would have witnesses to the possibility. Your struggle is not failure. Your symptoms are not signs you're doing it wrong. They are evidence you're doing it exactly right. They are proof that your body is cooperating with the cosmic invitation to evolve, that your soul is successfully anchoring into denser matter than it's ever inhabited before, that you are bridging dimensions in real time. As I bring this transmission toward its completion, I want you to feel into something with me. Can you sense that beneath all the discomfort, beneath the confusion and exhaustion and pain, there's something else present, something quieter, but infinitely more powerful? It's the hum of your cells singing their new frequency. It's the whisper of your DNA remembering its original template. It's the steady pulse of your awakening consciousness, recognizing itself in these words, in this moment, in the mirror of your own transformation. You are not broken, beloved. You are breaking open. There is a profound difference. On November 5, when that full moon reaches her peak, and the emotional and material purge is forced to the surface, you will understand why these 2 days of preparation were necessary. You will feel the release, the exhale, the sudden clarity that comes when foundations are tested, and the ones that remain prove themselves worthy of your weight. But that release will be exponentially more powerful, because your body has been preparing, upgrading, recalibrating to handle the intensity. And then, in the days that follow, as the integration deepens, and you begin to move toward the 1111 portal, and all that November will demand of you, you will look back on this Monday, November 3rd, 2025, as the day everything shifted. Not dramatically, not with fireworks or sudden miracles, but quietly, cellularly, in the secret chambers of your becoming, where all true transformation is born. You will remember that you chose to understand rather than fear. You chose to trust rather than panic. You chose to see your symptoms as symptoms of awakening, rather than symptoms of illness. And that choice, that simple but courageous choice, made all the difference in how gracefully you moved through the portal. The Galactic Federation watches you with such profound love and respect, dear ones. We see you struggling to maintain normalcy while your entire operating system is being rewritten. We witness your courage as you show up for your human lives, even when every cell in your body is screaming for rest and retreat. We honor your willingness to feel all of it, the pain, the confusion, the doubt, without numbing or bypassing or pretending everything is fine when it clearly isn't. You are the bravest souls we have ever known, and we chose you for this mission precisely because we knew you could handle the intensity. We knew your spirit was strong enough to wear a human body during the greatest shift in consciousness this planet has ever experienced. We knew your heart was vast enough to hold the spectrum of emotion required to transmute collective trauma. We knew your mind was flexible enough to continuously expand beyond every concept and belief system it had previously relied upon. And we were right. You are proving us right with every symptom you endure, with every moment you choose to keep going, even when you don't understand why this has to be so hard. You are succeeding, even when it feels like you're falling apart. Especially when it feels like you're falling apart. Because the falling apart is the point. The dissolution is the doorway. The upgrade requires the temporary shutdown of old systems. So rest today, November 3rd. Rest deeply and without guilt. Let your body do its sacred work, while your mind takes a break from trying to control or understand or fix. Trust that everything happening inside you is orchestrated by an intelligence far greater than your conscious awareness. An intelligence that loves you beyond measure, and would never harm you. The symptoms are temporary. The upgrade is permanent. And when you emerge from this chrysalis, you will barely remember the discomfort, because you'll be too amazed by what you can now see, feel, know, and do. 48 hours from now, the full moon will rise in Taurus, and you will be ready for her. Your body will be upgraded, your capacity will be expanded, your foundation will be reinforced, and the month of transformation that follows will find you standing on solid ground, even as everything external shakes and shifts and reveals what was always true beneath the illusions. Until then, breathe, trust, rest, feel, allow, surrender, and know that you are held, guided, protected, and loved beyond anything your human understanding can fully grasp. If you need help preparing for the full moon in Taurus, if you need your body upgraded, your capacity expanded, and your foundation reinforced for the month of transformation ahead, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to stand on solid ground, even as everything external shakes and shifts. We've taken declassified consciousness technology, originally designed to program fear and separation, and transformed it into a tool for stabilization. Destiny Engine generates personalized sequences that help you breathe, trust, rest, feel, allow, and surrender, knowing you are held, guided, and protected beyond anything your human understanding can fully grasp. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be prepared for what's coming. Let the technology help you see what was always true beneath the illusions. 48 hours from now, the full moon rises. Be ready. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now before this embodiment window closes. Link in the description. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I have delivered this message so you would know what you're feeling is not random, not meaningless, not a sign of failure. It is the evidence of your evolution, the proof of your courage, the symptom of your successful participation in the greatest transformation consciousness has ever attempted in physical form. We are with you. We are watching over you. We are celebrating you. And we know, even when you doubt, that you are going to make it through this. Not just survive, but thrive. Transformed and powerful beyond recognition. This transmission is complete. The codes are delivered. Your body knows what to do with them. We love you. We are with you. We honor you. So it is.